I'm Miriam Joy, and welcome to my studio. I've noticed that we don't have any real elegant Halloween jewelry, so I wanted to create some, and we're going to call these guys my going baddie. We're going to make them into earrings or a necklace, whatever you prefer. And we did go ahead and we do have the bats. We do carry them at miriamjoy.com. So you can make them. You don't have to worry about going to find them. You can order them there. So let's get started on our project. The necklace is done the exact same way as the earrings, only you're just going to make that hoop big enough, or you could put it and just attach it onto a jump ring and then put it onto your necklace, whatever way you prefer. The bats are kind of brass colored, and I'm going to be using one little brass colored bead and then some other real pretty little beads, whatever color you want to accent the design with. And I went ahead and I'm using gold color accessories because I thought they went okay with the brass, and I didn't want to go out and buy something different just for one project. So I thought that they looked just fine. We're going to start with the 22 gauge wire, and you can find this at most of your craft stores or even Walmart. Just look in the jewelry section. And I'm going to trim that, and I'm going to start with the bottom part first. You could do this with an eye pin, but I don't have an eye pin, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to use my bottlenose tweezers, and I'm just going to put just a twist, a curl, complete curl, and it's going to hold that bottom bead in, and I cut this way too long. So slide that bottom bead on, and what we're going to do is you're going to put your bottlenose tweezers right on there and bend that. What you're doing is leaving enough room in this area that you can loop around, and we're going to bring these back around, and I'm going to slide my bat into that loop, and then we're going to continue that loop around. You keep your bottlenose pliers right there, and you're going to do 1, 2, 3. What you want to do is you want to fill in all of this area till it's tight up against the bead, but you like to get at least 2 to 3 loops in there, and then I'm just going to come in and trim that. That's probably enough wire to do my next one too. We'll see. And just tuck that in nice and tight. Get that in all tucked in there. And working with jewelry takes a little bit of practice, and my loop isn't that perfect. But the more you practice, the better you're going to get. So we've got that little dangle guy, and this guy you kind of want to move him more towards the center of your bead, but have that loop in that so he won't fall off. So I'm going to, probably should be long enough for all of my top ones. We're going to again do the same thing, and we're going to pull that kind of over to the side. When you start a loop, you bend it that direction, and then you're going to bring it back over the top, and you get that crick right there in the neck before you put the loop on. And we're going to put this one in our top hole of our bats. We're going to put this guy back in where we had him, and we're going to loop this around at least 2 to 3 times. It's easier when you have a longer piece that you can push with your finger, and you can push that down nice and tight. going to trim off the extra. And if you need to tuck that little bead in, go ahead and do that. Now the one thing that I have noticed about these, it's got a little kind of tip there. You've got to make sure that that loop is big enough that it can kind of move around. So now we're going to go ahead and put our beads on. I'm going to do 3 beads. One, 2, and 3. And we're going to do that first loop again. So over to the back, move your bottlenose tweezers up on top, loop that back around. We're going to put our earring in there now. And we're going to continue that loop. And we want to get at least 2 or 3 loops all the way around. I want that nice and tight on top of that earring. And we've got that. And we're just going to tuck that earring all the way in, or wire, excuse me. Get that nice and tight, and you can use your flat ones for these. I'm trying to do it with the round ones, and I need to switch to the flat just to get that last little piece under there. So let me grab those. So I've grabbed my different pliers, and now we're just going to squeeze that guy right nice and tight up against the rest of those. Try and get him without getting that little bead. So he's all nice and tucked in there. And what you want is, you don't want any room in between your beads so that they will move up and down. I could have almost done one more loop on that guy, but that kind of gives you the basic idea. And see how elegant that is already starting to look. And then I wanted one going one way and one going the other. And I took my rhinestones and I found one that fit in the middle of the bat just to give it that extra kind of elegant look. And I glued that on with my E6000 and just a little dot right underneath that stone. Make sure you don't put so much that it comes through. And that is how we do our going batty earrings. I hope you had as fun making these as I did. I think they're just a little bit more elegant. I think these are going to look great with my outfit that I have on. Come on over and check out my videos that I've done in the past. This is made out of ice cube trays. Our little jack-o'-lantern is made out of ice cube trays. We'll put that link up for you as well. And then I'm also going to be doing little skeleton crossbone guys this year as well. So we've got some fun jewelry options coming up for you. So give us a thumbs up, share our videos, let us continue to grow. There's also a Facebook page called Miriam Joy's Waxy Crafty Corner where we try to post something up new for you every day. Thank you. God bless.